Hello everyone and welcome to day 30 of the Sleazestream. Can you believe it? It's already been 30 days of this. It seems like just yesterday that we started. But, we're here. We've gotten a lot better at the game. We figured out how to play it. It's a ton of fun. But most importantly, we are at 47 followers. Three away from the 50 follower fiesta. And the 50 follower fiesta is me dropping $50 on the game. Yeah, happy first month. Yep, the month anniversary is still 2 days away. Because this started on the 26th, so the 26th will be when it's exactly 1 month old, but today's a nice round number of 30 days. So I figure we may as well get started. Let's let some people slowly filter in. I've been a tiny bit more aggressive on my advertising today. I actually didn't realize I was subscribed to the Data Live Spirit Pledge subreddit. Turns out there's a Data Live Spirit Pledge Global subreddit. So, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I hope my post doesn't get nuked into oblivion. Maybe we'll get a few people come in from there. Yeah, nope, that was just my own comment. Let's check. How many active people here? 75 users online. Who knows? Maybe I can recruit some of them. So, let's move. We can start off just grabbing a little bento. Get us up to 102. And let's check dates, make sure we're not maxed out. I hope we're not. And not in any danger of it. Oh crap, we are maxed out. I wasn't being aggressive enough. Yep, there we go. That's good. Give us some dexterity. Good enough for now. That's what I get for being distracted today. Katori, let's give you a tiny bit of food. There we go. Yeah, we're still getting a couple of dropped frames, but fortunately it's not too bad. And also, as you can see, since we got Miku last stream, we now have her on the dates. We've got 6 dateable waifus. But that's not the priority right now. Let's get our daily sign-in bonus. Some Spirit Origins. And let's check this event. What do we still need to do? Daily instance, pray, 5 gifts. We've sent 3. Okay. Totally doable. I got scared for a second. I saw 472 gift tokens, and I thought that was how much money I had. I'm like, wait, no, I had 472,000. Anyway, off to the battles. Let's take care of our dailies. Some experience and some Sephirah. We'll just get these out of the way while we wait for people to filter in. And of course, we want Inverse Toka. Actually, before we do that, let's turn on Do Not Disturb mode so that no one accidentally calls or texts in the middle of the stream. Ah, Inverse Toka, you're so fun. And see, since I don't abuse her, it's actually not at all annoying to to just use her to cheese the daily stages. There we are, all done. Got ourselves a bunch of experience and a tiny bit of money. Anyway, next one's the Sephirah, which is combos, and that is what Yoshino, the best loli, is for. Alright. Pull up Yoshino, and let's start freezing. Oh, whoops, I brought an ally. That's alright. We'll still pull it off. There we go, 303. Taken care of. And that's our dailies for the day. Simple enough. Event time. Actually, how am I on Kabbalah? Good, 300. Let's take care of the Spirit Trials next. And hope that one of the two covered ones is Yuzuru. Because that's the last one I need. Anyway, Kokusama, I hope your day's been going well. That's beautiful, look at that. A defense debuff, and then just switch straight into her ultimate. Defeated instantly. Natsumi? Yep, I was waiting for the 50 subs to subscribe. There we go. And that is that. Nice and easy. Now come on, fingers crossed. Let it be Yuzuru. That's the last spirit. Nope. It's Mayuri. Too bad. Oh well. We'll still get our vouchers. Costume vouchers, that is. And there we go, all taken care of. Thanks to the overwhelming power of Inverse Toka. There we are, got our rewards. Yeah, actually, let's see. Creator dashboard. Insights, achievements. Path to affiliate. Yeah, literally all I'm missing for for an affiliate status is 3 more followers. Really looking forward to that. Okay. Order. Yeah, let's go do the, let's do the Kabbalah stuff, because why not? It's all weird and all that good stuff. So yeah, I did get all of the places that need to be radared up and all that stuff. Now let's find the teleporter. Yeah, it's not that. We got the one blue one, that's just going to take us right back. No other ones discovered. No other ones discovered. So, let's just explore blindly and try to find the teleporter. Ooh, a gold one. I'll always grab one of these. Costs 50 energy, but it's usually worth it. And there we are, that's the teleporter. Space Hub 4. Anyway, we need to kill 40 Rampage test subjects and 20 Chaotic Engineering units. And I'm assuming that this is what we need. Yes, it is. Let's switch back to Kaguya since she's a little bit better at this. And let's try, and let's just go for it. Should be fine. Hopefully. Yeah, stream's losing some frames, not too many. Just keep blasting away. I'm a tiny bit underpowered here, but hopefully we'll pull it off just like we did on the last stream. Or not on the last stream, but on the last event. Couldn't defeat Satan, though. That was beyond my ability, but I got all of these side requirements done. There we go. Got our 8 targets. Boom. And so we continue exploring. Or realize that that's a dead end and can't explore any further in that direction. There we are. 8 of whichever ones those guys are. Just need to take down their shields, and suddenly they're a lot less annoying. Still annoying that I need to kill those, but hopefully, yep, this should be the final wave. Just kill those 3 blue guys, and we're good. there we go, victory! It's nice that I don't need to take out the red guys, makes it a tiny bit easier. And look, exactly 1 minute. And so we keep exploring. Ooh. I got 10 grand. Not bad. Ooh, this time we're facing these guys. 4 red guys to kill this time. Rampage test subjects. Oh no! That wasn't them. Is it the wheels that I need to kill to count? Because I'm still at 0 out of 4. Yep, it's the wheels. There we go, just did a little spam through all the girls right at the end. Cycled through all of them, give Yoshino and Kaguya a little time to shine. And let's continue exploring. There we go, that's our exploration for a bit. Fight! Whoops! I let them get rid of my shield. That will need to be rectified in just a moment. Yoshino. And let's stack some debuffs just for ultimate fun. There we are. Alright, you weakling, things, get on here. We're gonna kill you all. Actually, we're only gonna kill the blue ones, and the stage is gonna end before we need to deal with the wheels. There we go. Much easier. Get ourselves some rewards. And keep going. How far are we at? 24 out of 40 test subjects, and 4 out of 20 chaotic engineering units. Yep. Gotta go around to the other side. Okay, time to kill some wheels. Sometimes overwhelming debuffs is the way to win. Alright, let's take care of those wheels and be done with it. We win, we win! Let's see. Let us continue exploring. Go. Yeah, really close. We're, that's 6 out of 10 plus 2 out of 5. So, 8/15ths, more than halfway there. And this is going to be the last one. Let's lead some more blue energy beings to their death. Let's finish all of these guys off, and we can wrap this section up and probably go to Endless Corridor. And we got our victory! Hooray! Just like the Combatler theme that I was playing during the intro to this. Okay. All done here. Got 16 hours before we're fully charged. And 34 hours to finish this. So yeah, that's Cliffoth. Spirit Trial's done. Online battle. We'll wait for a few more people to join in. And... let's see here. Here if needed. Awesome. Yeah, Kokusama, let me know if you need to leave, but I figured we'll wait for a second person, or a third person, however you want to count it, to join us. That way we won't be wasting your whaling carrying capacity on a rando. We can get it for someone that's a fan of the stream. Okay. There we are. Okay, endless corridor time. Sure, no problem. Doing your Kabbalah. Awesome. Nope, do not skip floors. We want all the floors. Because we need always more rewards. More rewards are always better. And see if we can get up to that, but we won't. But we have to try. That's how the game works. Kaguya, add, and let's fight. But anyway, how goes your Kabbalah, Kokusama? Have you gotten it pretty far, or roughly about where I am? Endless corridors, just a tiny bit of a grind, as always. Yep, got ourselves some rewards. Actually, I want to exit, because I think I don't have Yuzuru's passives set up correctly. I think I switched her to damage instead of recharge, and I keep running out of energy. Details, Angel, passive, yes. Replace. That's better. We need more wind energy. I'm just starting. I hate this kind of event. It's very lazy. Well, I've been consistent on it, so there is that going for me. Anyway, let's keep going. Battle, event, endless corridor. So yeah, does that mean that you're gonna have to spend diamonds to get your energy back so that you can finish this event in time? I hate exploding enemies, they're annoying. There we go, floor 10 boss stage. Skip, and let's go. Let's see how fast we can cheese this boss. Beautiful. Took longer for him to show up than it took for me to kill him. That's how I like my bosses to go down. Really? It froze. It frickin' froze on me. Oh, game, what am I to do with you? Oh yeah, actually, while we're here, Be Your Kitty Costume Summon Event Countdown. Will you get your own exclusive Neko Kurumi? Okay, that's that. There we go. Nope, wasn't a crash, just locked up for a little bit. But we're back now. Alright, keep going. Time for a boss. Anyway, Kokusama, do you by any chance remember, or have you played the original Wing Commander, or seen some people play it? There's a character named Bossman Chen. Bossman's, of course, just his call sign, and Chen is his last name. I don't remember his first name. But yeah, he's just Bossman. Anyway, what I'm going with it, when I'm thinking of bosses, I start thinking of Bossman Chen, and hilariously, not my manager, but the manager of the Asia team that I work with has a last name Chen. Although she's a lady, so she would be Boss Lady Chen. Let's see, can I beat this this boss just as easily as I did the first two? I sure hope so. So I'm just waiting for some opportunity to call her Boss Lady Chen and have absolutely no one know what I'm talking about. That's actually the annoying thing when you have a referential sense of humor, but no one actually gets your references. Not a man of culture. No worries, man. It is an old game. It's, just focus on waifus. Fair enough, man. For some people, waifus are life. And there we go, let's just finish you off, or have to dodge rockets. That also works. And there. Victory! But yeah, I once made a joke. Someone was, one of my coworkers was saying, "Wait, is this?" He was saying, "Oh, bracket this, bracket that," and then so it was just like, "That's actually a parentheses, not a bracket." You know what I mean. And I mentioned, "Yeah, unless you're on the alt-right, then it's pronounced echo." And of course, no one gets that. I'm like, come on, does no one get any online memes? There we go. Get out of that horrible attraction barrier, which really sucks when you've got enemies that blow up on you when you kill them. Kip. N-Wise, welcome! Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're 3 followers away from hitting the 50 follower fiesta. We are weebs. Never been understood. Yes, that's true. That's very true. Man, so close. I made it to 49. If I had done that a little faster, I could have skipped straight to 50. But still, I can already tell just how much stronger I already am. How much faster the build's going and all that stuff. And definitely a good bonus that I switched my switched one of my Sephirah over to Ellen, because she gives a nice damage boost that was doing better than my existing Sephirah. Unfortunately, that came at the cost of my HP regen, so I need to actually play carefully this time. Or, you know, like some people would say, actually play. Because Spin to Win was a bunch of fun, though. Yeah, anyway, N-Wise, you were talking about your busted AC, and that reminded me, I had a college professor once that said, listen, when the temperature is over 80, your brain just stops working. So, if you're trying to program something and it's hot, forget about it. Yeah, that's, and of course, I completely agree with him. I'm very much a cold weather kind of person. 86 degrees now because it's cooler at night, yeah. It's not 95 like you said it was earlier. We're having a cooler day, though. There we go. You need to die. All of you actually need to die. Bloodwing, welcome! It would be 90 inside if I didn't have the front door wide open for better circulation. Yeah, I feel you there. I've got... I mean, it's a little cooler today, so I don't need to go whole hog on it this time. But I sometimes just open up all the windows, open up the doors, open up even the garage just to get as much airflow as I can when it's time to cool down. School started and it sucks the biggest balls. Aw, man, I'm sorry for you, Bloodwing. Above 90, likely around 92 based on experience. Yuck. That sounds absolutely horrible, N-Wise. I'm glad I'm not in California anymore, and not just because of the commie governor. But yeah, anyway, Bloodwing, you mentioned school started. Is it in person, or are you doing the whole virtual classes and all that stuff? There we go. That's a lot easier. Anyways, I love California, but I hate California. I love the beaches. I so miss the ocean. But aside from that, no. I don't miss California. Now it'll be immune from my debuffs, I think. Yep. But that's okay. It's almost dead. And there it goes. I was there for the attempt at the Stellaris LP, yes. Although I ended up doing pretty much something like what I did with your current LP, N-Weiss. I got in at the beginning, had a few writing ideas, didn't get them in, and then life hit me hard, and then by the time I caught up, you had already dropped it. Dara were a fun project. Pity that I'm now pissed off enough at Stellaris dev decisions that it's not likely to be revived. Oh, what are they? Lovely. Use through, it's too good at sucking. Stream's down once again. Comcast sucks. Yep, the cute uniforms are there to have something to watch while the stream's down. Killing time, come on, reconnect. There we go. There we are. We are live. Live again. Refresh if you don't see the stream. Anyway, let's keep going. Do I have what it takes to beat level 70? Nope. Looks like the answer is a no. Darn it. Yeah, nope. We're halfway done with him, and halfway out of time. You can see why I found the Dara fun to work with, and Stellaris says it was. Had enough moving parts to give plenty to write about. Yep. The no is that I do not have enough DPS to beat him before the time runs out. I was halfway through the 3-minute countdown, and he was less than 40% dead, so... That's as far as we get. Once again, I'm stuck at level 69. Nice. Okay. So anyway, Evil Triumph, we're good. Actually, let's go pick up some rewards. Dailies. We got our login. 3 story instances. Daily instance. Enhance a Sephirah. Claim work twice. Origami on front page? Yes, she is. You actually picked the right day to come in. Teamwork, complete a date, win an online instance, and spend 50 diamonds. Anyway, let's go check some rewards. We got level 24. We only bumped up 1 level. That's alright, and let's get our daily from down here. Little experience, a little gold. Some freebies. Achievements, log in for 30 days in a row. Look at that, Fate Badge. Log in for 30 days, 1,000 diamonds. Yeah, we're dropping around 15% of frames, so if it ever gets too bad, let me know. Reward, nothing there. Weekly. Let's hop into the Demon King arrives. We got our story instances, we got our hard instances, we got our hell instances, we got our daily instances. We've got work for 3 hours, finish handcraft 5 times, log in. Okay, pray and send gifts. Yep, origami on the front page, just for you, NYs. Here, let's pat her on the head. Oh, she doesn't like it. Boobs? What do you know? She has a better reaction to being groped than to being patted on the head. Now, do we do like our overgrown Oompa Loompa president and grab her by the...
この世に存在すべきではない。
Oh yeah, she's on a full let's kill the spirits deal. Anyway, we got 60 in reserve there. Man, I was hoping for a big day today, and it's a slow one. I'm so sad. I guess that's Mondays for you. People just aren't interested. She approves of groping? Yes, she does. And if... Who's surprised by that? Nobody. Watch the anime and you'll see she is not... she doesn't seem to have any sort of problem with that. As long as it's MC-kun that does it. Nope, no bites on Discord, no bites on Reddit. That's a shame. Anyway, let's hop into the store. Whoops. Sure, we can do summon. And what do we have? Chesed gave us... True Maria, and I believe the second one, Yasad's the one that's going to give us a 3-star. Which, once again, raises the question, why harem protagonists all have to have a piece of kinako bread for brains? And what do their harems see in them? I haven't the slightest idea, Anwise. Hidakatsu. I just know that the reason the harem protagonist never gets any of the girls is because the Japanese fans of it would throw a fit if any of their waifus actually got with a guy, so that's why the guy isn't allowed to get with any of the waifus. That way the waifus remain pure for the fans. It's stupid, but that's what you get. Anyway, Malkuth. This is going to be a 2-star again, so true something. True Isabella. Anyway, let's go back down the list. 7, 9. That's so dumb. Yes, Enwise, it is. But that is literally the reason why waifus must remain pure in harem animes. 7, 9, 7, 7... 13, 5, 10. Okay, so we go with Chokma, Chesed, and Yasad. Give me an actual romance which actually goes somewhere any day over this harem bullshit. Yes, NYC, I agree with you. Although I'm having fun here, poking fun at it. Genshi, welcome to the stream. I was wondering when you'd come in to lovingly harass me. Anyway, let's see. We go with Chokma. Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tu. There we go. That's our prayer of the day done. 3 of them, as a matter of fact. Let's hop back in here, get our rewards. And let's go send some gifts. Perfect. Toka's hungry. But you know, if MC-kun has Kinako for brains, does that mean and Toka's a Kinako pansexual? Would she would happily become a zombie so that she could eat Kinako bread brains. we go. Get her little boost. Kurumi, let's give you a nice boost as well. Send gift. Do I have any 3 stars? No 3 stars. Well, a 2 star it is. Yes, she would. Well, let's give her some perfect romantic violets. That's that. There we go. Get her up nice and high. And back out. Claim our reward. And look at that. That's all the dailies claimed, and all but one of the permanent ones taken care of. Just need to clear Volume 7. So let's get to work on that. Volume 7. Yes, she would. Looks like Fake Sister needed something. Fake Sister needed a date. That's what that sign shows for. Oh no, we won't progress, because we need to get to level 48 to progress. How close are we to 48? It's a little less than 3/4 of the way there. Anyway, can't do hard mode because we're done with hard mode here. So in that case, we're doing hell mode. Hell mode. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I don't have enough to do all 5, but we can make a little progress. 100 hit combo, get hit less than 15 times, and use Awakening skill once. Sounds like a plan. And Derpaholic shall be our ally. Right. Defeat enemies, they get a speed boost. And that's our 100 hit combo already achieved. Oops. That's the wrong direction. That's the right one. Yeah, my lag is pretty bad. I actually had had a Comcast tech come out today. He said, yeah, everything looks good. He replaced a bunch of fittings, a bunch of connectors. Said, no, nothing seems to be bad. So yeah, I got no idea what the hell is going on. Now, he did give me one more lead to get rid of my Mocha adapter and see if that changes anything. Alas for crappy connections. I know, but everything seems good, and aside from the occasional lag spike, although admittedly right now I'm just at a constant 15% dropped frames, so I won't call that a lag spike, that's just a constant crappy connection. I mean, my speeds are good, except when I'm having troubles, and the troubles are intermittent. Less than 40% of the total health, clear stage in under 100 seconds, and use Awakening skill once. Good. Rayari. Yeah, just a constant 15% dropped frames. It's just this thing quickly. Actually, what was the requirements? 40% total health, 100 seconds, and use awakening. Okay.
強敵を発見しました。
Oh, come on, I hit skill 2 on Yoshino. Oh well. There we go. Did the stream drop again? Yes, it did. Okay. And stream's back. And dropping 25% of the frames. Stream's back. And dropping 25... Okay, no, it's down to 10%. Okay, it was just 85 dropped frames at the start. Let's see, stream's back. Refresh. Oh, and right as I say it's just 80, now I'm dropping frames like crazy again. Okay. Medium quality, having minor issues according to the quality guide. Yep, your stream is experiencing minor issues. So can you say I've been framed? Yes. Yes, I've been framed. Yeah, 42% dropped frames right now. We're dropping at pretty much every single frame. Oh my god, this is stupid. Stupid. No, it's not convenient in the slightest. Okay. Dropped frames have stabilized once again at 1406, and everything's going up. Upload speed is steady. Let's continue. Yeah. Under 100 seconds, lose less than 40% of health. There we go. Finally. And we got a Miku fragment. Okay, and we can do 2 more. So let's do them. 150 seconds, get hit less than 15... Oh, why? Why do they make me do the 2 entrance skills? Okay, come on, Lex. You shall be my ally. Yeah, we're stable at 1406 dropped frames, and the 2-minute timer is steadily... The percentage timer is steadily going down. go. Killed one.
まんまと引っかかる。私も手伝います。スイス山押してまいります。やっ影の術の発動の使い方と風と共にここに降臨せん。
One, please. Yes, good.
ゆずるの出番です。エルカナフ。
How am I on everything? 11 out of 15 hits and 75 out of 150 seconds. And we're on the final section. Uh-oh, 12 hits. And there we go, a double stacked debuff. Those are always the best. There we are. And we can squeeze in one last one with our current energy reserves. Let's see, lose less than 40% of total health, don't let anyone die, and perform a 100 hit combo. Should be nice and easy. That little cyclone on the ground is almost as good for locking down enemies as Yoshino's ice cyclone. Of course, Yoshino's is by far superior. Oh, lose awakening points. That's nice. And already lost my shield. That was fast. Lost the shield again. Sorry, anyways, I see you posted something, but I can't focus on it at the moment. Did I show you the legacies you can earn for your Dynasty and Crusader Kings 3? I don't think so. Oops, wrong one. I wanted to go to Kaguya. That's alright. We'll have to stick with Yoshino. Did I show the legacies you can earn for Dynasty and Crusader Kings 3? Because obviously I'm just dying to try out the Guile bonus. Okay, yes. Yes, you did actually point them out. For obvious reasons, I can't focus. I mean, when I'm playing with my waifus, it's hard to focus, man. Okay, let's get some more here. Hell 6-5, 6-6, 6-7, 6-8. Good. Yeah, my conquest is the Sea of Stars to get to level 50. Save the Inversed for Volume 7. Good. Miku Truth. Clear Story 714. Can't wait for that. Volume 7 on Hard. Need to beat that entire thing. And continue Volume 6 on Hell. And Yuzuru in the Spirit Trials. We've beaten it 11 times, and she still hasn't been there. Guile, if you may recall, being the track of ruling by fear, engaging in intrigue and deceit and treachery. Because that's totally your style. Yes. Mister, I think 4X games are actually 3X games. Okay, cool. We got the battle requirement done. And that boosted us to 25. Let's get some rewards. Claim the box and claim the bento. Good. That's taken care of. Man. Anyway, Koko-sama, just checking if you're still on. If you are, let me know. I was hoping perhaps someone else might be on, so we can get the daily instance done. But yeah, if at any point you feel like you're running out of time, let me know and we can rush through them. And we'll just let some rando know that he's live. Actually, that would be fun. Anyway, let me grab my dailies. Yeah, what the hell? It didn't save. I saved it. I think I saved it. In all seriousness, of the 7 legacy tracks, Law is topping my list with some interest in kin, blood, and erudition. Okay, interesting. But yeah, anyway, 24. Maybe I didn't update it. I was working on my export list earlier today. I was working on some videos. I released Origami's Favorite Date 1 today. Actually, not that long ago. And yeah, I somehow managed to lose all the notes that I took about episode 2 and where to extract things, so I needed to run through it a second time. That was annoying. Anyway, we are start with Kurumi. So yeah, actually, you know what, Koko-sama? Let's go mess with some randos and tell them they're on stream. Let's sign in, get the stamina, get the diamonds. Kin focuses on growing, teaching, and ensuring good relations with your dynasty. A prolific, well-educated, cooperative family. Now that's what I'm all about. Law is all about stability and sound administration. Cool, cool. What did I want to do? Blood is about breeding good traits in and bad traits out of your bloodline. Oh, that's also good. Dailies. Yeah, we need to do 3 online instances. I hope that I'm not gonna have all these, gonna have dropping problems because of it. Because that would be really annoying. What did I want to do? I had something in mind, and then I just had a brain fart. And can't think. Oh yes! Summons. Store, specifically. Oh, that's right. I can only use tokens to get Neko badges. Okay. An erudition focuses on having a skilled, competent court, learning, and relations with your religion. Okay, cool. That's a good one as well. 3, 6... A few more dropped frames came up, but they're stable again. Anyway, how many do I have? I have 0. Well then, let's get 10. There we are. Back down to 6,800. Yeah, if we can 18, that'll take us to 3672. Oh, close. But not close enough. Summon time. Wish me luck. Yep, I'm gonna summon and then let's go play Koko-sama. Owned. Proof of oath. Times 10. Wait, actually. do the spirits have affinities
どんなデータが
for
見たいです
certain,
かそれともデータ以外のものが見たい
No, I guess they don't. Okay. Nope, never mind. The ones I'm just going to pass on are Glory Frame and Diplomacy Warfare. Pretty much what it says on the tin. And Guile. Okay. So yeah, now for real. Summon. Times 10 summon on the inverse Toka. Let's let it be good, let it be good. Inject energy. Nope. And I keep landing on the moon. Nope, that's not inverse Toka. No rewards. Hey, we got mana, because we always get mana here. DEM mana, owned 34. Ooh, that's enough to rank her up. And what is our bonus today? More mana!
高宮マナと申します以後お見知りおきを
A rank mana. You keep landing on the moon, shall I call you Armstrong? And that's 8 there. Perfect, that brings us up to 34. Oh, that was including the 8 that I got there. Okay, okay. That one, I'm pretty sure, is a ripoff. Hand-holding pack. 10 Proof of Oath for $8. Anyway, limited summon. Spend 50 Proof of Oath. So I should be able to spend 100 before the end of the event. Take the offer, it's so cheap. It is? But yeah, okay, I remember where it is. Let's go daily, let's get the 50 diamond reward. Take care of those, and... Oh no, you're right! Well, I guess for $8... Hold on. For 3.33. Okay. Yeah, I guess for $8 I would get the equivalent of 8.3 of these, so it's a little cheaper. Is there any way to go back and get it? Yes, right there. Let me hop into my budget. Yeah, I can cut it. Anyway, anyways, I'm slowly becoming a dirty whale, as you may have noticed. Okay, will it not let me take it? It does not want to let me take the offer. Yeah, connection timed out. Very nice. Enweiss disapproves. I agree with your disapproval. Or rather, I approve of your disapproval. Oh, man. Anyway, let's take a look at the Kurumi event. So yeah, it ends in 10 hours. Now I'm hoping that you would approve of me whaling to get Kurumi, because specifically we'd be getting this. Disapprove of all forms of whaling. Okay, sticking to your guns, Enweiss. I commend you. Okay, anyway, distractions taken care of. Let's go do those battles. Event. Online battles. JD, welcome! Managed to finish Kabbalah today, so it's doable in a day if you do it early enough. Okay, cool. Did you burn any extra stamina? Also go whale, I approve. Well, what I'm really sad is that the Kurumi event ends in 10 hours, and I was gonna whale a lot more if I got to 50 followers, but I don't. No one bought on my ads. I posted it on the subreddit for Data Live. Actually, both of them. The Chinese version that I actually thought was the only one, and the global one. And posted to Twitter, posted to the Discord group, and nope, no one knew. In fact, it's an unusually slow day. Very low viewer count. JD, do you need to go make 3 accounts? Listen, I won't tell you no, but I won't tell you yes. But rather hop on... shoot, now I don't know what I want to do. Do we want to make the Dream Team? JD, Kokusama, and myself destroying these? Orders delivered from Jack in the Box. Should I stop clowning around? Nice. Anyway, JD, you up for a online battle? I know who you'll tell yes. You want to whale for the wallpaper. Yeah, but I'm only gonna do it if I get 50 follows. If I don't, then that whaling will just have to wait for the for origami, yes. Yeah. Pretty much. Anyway, JD, you want to hop in and do a Dream Team online battle? Or do you want to leave it to me and Kokusama and we'll just invite a rando and tell him, say hi, you're on Twitch? Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that second option. New room. Invite. Kokusama. Oops. Oh no. I was right. It does need to go here. Say hi. You're live on Twitch. Go rando. Go rando. Doing dailies and other games right now. 5 minutes left. Okay. Sounds good, JD. System invite. Let's blur that out to the world. And see who shall join us. Gonzalo. Oh no. It doesn't get saved. Say hi. You're live on Twitch. And battle start. And there we go. Look at that speed.
こんなところで
Let's invite Kokusama. Actually, I see a familiar face. Josiah. Let's see if he responds. Nope, no he didn't. Say hi. You're live on Twitch. Yeah, the speech bubbles disappear way too quickly. Let our battle begin. There we go. Okay, this one will take a tiny bit longer. Not to mention that we actually have to deal with some mooks before we can get to the boss. And here's our boss man. And that's a dead boss. I went and soloed the Kabbalah boss with Yuzuru, so you shouldn't have issues, but I do have her angel higher. Okay. Good to know, JD. Any interesting rewards? Not particularly. Okay, and final. Level 40. Invite. I'll invite Josiah once again, just because, and Kokusama. Okay. And one last time. Say hi. You're live on Twitch. There we go. Yeah, and it's Beelzebub this time, right, JD? Is it harder than Satan was? Okay. I don't know, they kind of get locked once their shield disappears. Okay, fair enough. Unless your DPS is so low that you can't, that they get back after the shield disappears. Okay, and time for the boss. That was a joke. like. 02. Ooh. Just a 3-star. Margaret. I've got a bunch of her. Kokusama, why are you thanking me? I should thank you. You're the one that carried me. My user's only 2.6, so... Well, I'm a bit far away from 2.6.
質問
I'm at 21. 2.1.
それともデータ以外
Oh,
のものが
actually...
そう私お前の呼び声今の私は
Nope, not her.
は
Oh, not her either. She's already at S. I need to get her to 60.
今の私は
This is the one that needs to get to 30. Nah, Angel gives a lot. That's true. That is true. The Angel does give a lot. It does give about 600 each time. Or 300 each time, I mean. Orders. And there we are. We're done with... No, we're not done with dailies. We still need to do a date. And then we're done with dailies. And I left too soon because we got another reward. We're up to 26. More spirit origins. Now back to the store. Night Guru SP Remnant. I got 16, but you know it's cheap. I'll buy them all. I'll use a bunch of them anyway. Probably all of them. 28, good. 18, good. 4, I'll buy 1. There, take me up to 6. Fragments. DM. Yuzuru, yes. Let's get ourselves a Yuzuru fragment. Food ETA 20 minutes. Okay, anyways. Is that the Jack-in-the-Box that you were saying that was clowning around? Yeah, Miku, Vanargand mana, DEM mana. Wait, is that a... Oh, that's a second Yuzuru fragment. There we go. Okay, there we go. DEM Ellen, DM mana, Vanargand mana, Miku Izayoi. None of those are on the list right now. Don't care about any of these either. I guess I should probably, once I get to 360, grab those high-ranked Sephirah. Endless. Okay, Hod. Definitely need to buy you. Man, we'd be at so this will take us to 170. We would have been at 270 if I hadn't accidentally wasted 100 on Kaguya. Anyway, Chised. Yes, Chised is Yoshino. Oh, and we're out. Let's buy 12 of these. I could have had the Catgirl unit by now, but it's... Sadly, I've been converted onto the team of get all the rewards first. Or power up first, and then get collectibles later. Kabbalah Sephirah Essence, owned 170, owned 245. Anyway, anything in Kabbalah? Nope, we're saving up for Rofokal. Gift, we're at 2150. No Meow. Anyways, it looks like no Meow. My deal was I need to get to 50 followers and I'll drop 50 bucks to get a bunch of tokens to get the Meow, but at this rate it's not happening. Okay, let's see. Let's grab some strawberry mochi and some rice wine and a pudding milkshake. There we go. Yep, otherwise you've already followed. Can't follow me again. we go. That's that. Let's hop into the bag. Materials, blueprints, fragments, crystals. Yeah, I got a wide selection of stuff. Others. Just better to go into items. Random Sephirah crystal. Ooh, that's nice. A Gauss barrel. Got a bunch of them, but still nice. 70,000 gold. 45,000 gold. 7,000 gold. And 9,000 gold. Yeah, that I can choose the chest, so don't care. Use to select a random 5-star crystal transcend. Definitely not using that. That would get me 90, which isn't enough. Right? Because HOD. Yeah, nope, not enough. Would be enough, I could get 6 of them for, and get Yuzuru up, but I'm gonna save them and push, dump it into Yuzuru once I get another, if I'm at 170, when I get another 40. Good. And that's what we'll do. It's going to take one more reset of the store, though. Whoops, not bag. Store. When does the endless store refresh? 3 days and 6 hours. So 4 days from today, we will have Yuzuru's Angel leveled up again. Okay, it's after 11. It's date time. Oh, actually... There we go, the payment's actually going through this time. $7.99 plus tax. Payment successful. Now let me just toss that into my budget. The game is not happy that I wailed. It kicked me out. Anyway, that was after tax $8.61. If I went to the rewards store, $8 would give me 8.33 of those. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was a bad deal at first as well. That's why I skipped it immediately, and then the chat said, no, that's a good deal. Like, okay, fine. Anyway, equals $0. We're left with 14.6.4. Get us $8.5. $6.85 left. I'll have to check how people who have wanted me to run D&D are coming on charging. So far we have a refugee peasant from not France into not Germany, fleeing from orcs, ogres, and dragons of the Great Southern Empire overrunning Lyonese. It's better than the $13 one in the Battle Pass store, and that one's already great. Yeah. Alright, let's claim a little more top up here. The daughter of a moderately important merchant family in Volksland denied her inheritance. What does this one give us? Ooh, money. 20 random crystal transcendence. Yes! Woohoo! Perfect! That's what I needed! I actually needed that really badly. Bag. Screw the, screw the, proof of oath or whatever those things are. No, that's select chests. That's select individuals. Random. Yep. That's a nice selection. And a princess of the Elven Kingdom who got sick of the Elven Kingdom being bullshit, and the Elven Queen being literally immortal, who stole a fragment of the Elven Queen's power and fled as far as she could from the angry demigod. Nice! So I'm assuming that's where that book you mentioned, a Book of Elvish Magic, is literally just a bunch of bullshit. With occasional glimmers of truth in it. Or something like that, you said. Use. HUD is the orange one, right? Let me be a little safer with this. Let's use one. Elves are weird, yes. Okay, good. It actually lets me choose there, so I'll just do it properly. 13, use. Hot Essence, confirm. Done. And use 6 of Chesed. Wait, 6? Yes. There we go. Back into the spirit menu. Angel! Let's wake it up. And the Elven Kingdom is this ridiculously ritualized, stratified, stagnant, quasi-theocracy, quasi-absolute monarchy. Okay. Well, I mean, when your queen is a demigod, that kind of tends to happen. What do we get? Stormblade, Gale Mastery, Enemy Crusher, and Guiding Light. We'll need to do something about that. In the meantime, that requires 4. That requires 4. And that requires 4. Extra damage, extra duration, wind cost. Yeah, I can probably swap around like that. There we go. It'll cost a little more, hurt me on the spamming a little, but it'll be worth it. Anyway, let's see what these, what the tier 2 ones are. When Yuzuru uses skills, increases skill damage by 25% at the cost of 20% extra wind energy. Huh. Maybe. Although my damage is actually from auto attacks, so probably not. 20% attack speed, 15% movement speed for 3 seconds when she hits lacerated targets. Interesting, but I don't think I lacerate targets. El Nahash chain combo, crit rate plus 15%, crit damage 30%, Gale Mastery. Ooh, spam. Tier 3 unlocks her power, both of the defense downs. Nice. Anyway. Oh cool, temperature has dropped to 85. Hey, congrats, Enwise. Deadly Vortex slows targets by 40%. Each layer of laceration reduces targets' defense by minus 5% for 8 seconds. Lacerated targets lose HP equal to 6% of user's attack every second. Stacks up to 5 layers. Nice. User has a 30% chance to restore 3 wind energy. No. When targets have over 70% HP, user inflicts plus 50% crit damage to them. Usury reduces target defense by -5% on hit, lasts 5 seconds, stacks up to 5 layers. Yes! That's gonna be fun. Laceration and Pierce counter. Oh boy, that'll be such a blast. For now, I guess I'll just go for more spam, or... No, I'll go with Stormblade. Does Stormblade do Laceration, JD? Use Lacerate and the crit damage for auto attack. No, you need the passive to lacerate. Okay, I see. I need to use Possessed Edge. Hey, that picture of Raphael isn't a turtle. No, it's not. Okay, so I guess I could do Possessed Edge and Stormblade if I wanted to. Or I could go Chain Combo. Yeah. That's probably better. Use the Lacerate and the crit damage for auto attack. Alright, good night, Kokusama. Oh, Kaneda, hello! Welcome, thank you for the follow. That brings us to 48 followers, 2 away from me wailing hard. If you want to keep spammy, use that regen and the auto attack buff. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to spam. Spam's the funnest thing. And Yoshino, Angel, 305. Time for you to be 300. Only 2 left of what? Only 2 left, Angel Awakening. There we go, got her to 3 stars. And we got 4. That costs 2, that costs 2. Perfect. Do a little extra damage. Increase the slow effect. That's all her points used. Now let's check what our new things are. Teammate and Yoshino's attack plus 15%, defense plus 15%. Takes effect when Yoshino is in the team, whether she's fighting or not. Take. Immediately take. Oh, only 2 followers left, yes. 2 more followers, uh-oh. Icicle inflicts extra damage equal to 30% and 50% of Yoshino's attack to shivered and frozen targets, respectively. Nah. When Yoshino takes lethal damage, she becomes invincible for 3 seconds and restores HP 20% every second, cooldown 60 seconds. Oh, that's cool. Yoshino has a 30% chance to inflict shiver on a hit. Meh. Reduces movement speed. I much prefer the teammate boost. Thank you, Those two are required. Yes, they are, and Yoshino continues to be an amazing support unit. Our little loli is great. And that's why no one should bully the loli. Okay, but let's seriously get to the dating part, because I'm gonna run out of time soon. It's 11:22.
プランは作成済み。
Dailies start with Kurumi. Kurumi. Okay, yes, we did grab and flee. Continue fleeing. Okay. Got the route in mind. Those are required. Oh, you got a Miku date. Yes, I do, JD. Yes, I do. So it looks like our three today are going to be Kurumi, Katori, and Miku. Oh, actually, I got enough for 5. No, but I'll save some of that energy for working, because we got to get to 40. So yeah, Kurumi. Hiding over on the edge of the screen.
あら、失礼ですわね。こんな普通の女の子を捕まえて。
Doll Shop. We've only got one ending left. Those who cheat on their loves will die young. Does this mean MC-kun will keel over tomorrow or so? Hey, Enwise, it's not JD, you took the words right out of my mouth. It's not cheating if they all agree to it. Yep, just one normal end left. Although the path we're going on probably won't... probably won't get us that normal end. So let's go. Anyway, we skip. First option is always the same. Doesn't make any difference. Kurumi, can I hold your hand? Skip, skip, skip. Pick a doll you like. She doesn't know which one to grab. So we go with the cat mom. Looked like stream dropped for a bit. Shoot. Yep. Sure looks like it did. But yeah, it looks like it's back, so okay. We're gonna go with it. Anyway, I've already recorded this, but I'll just read over it again, just because it's fun. Kurumi's in the changing room, changing into a cat costume. And we're waiting outside, and we got transported into the dark realm within the doll shop. And there's a giant cat about to attack us. Grab Kurumi and leave immediately. Sorry about this. I barged into the dressing room, grabbed, half-naked, Kurumi's hand, and ran towards the door. Ah, she's not half-naked. Completely baffled, Kurumi followed me into the mall. Look behind you! Kurumi turned around and saw a giant plush doll chasing after us. That big? And it's still cute? I think it wants to eat us! What? Stop! We have to run for our lives! Anyway, grab and leave. We took both of those. Stay still and wait. Oh, we already went that. So yeah, we can listen. Why is there even a dark realm in the doll shop? At first, I thought it was Kurumi's fault, that she was just playing a joke on us, but now I figured out that it's actually the evil baby octopus that's causing it. I think. Not positive, but that's what I think it is. Let's see, we went for... Oh wait. I'm on the wrong part. So we can listen, or we can continue fleeing. Anyway, we'll listen once again. Listen to Kurumi and stop. I slowed, and it gradually came to a stop. Came to a halt. Can we really stop now? The sound of the cat's footsteps came closer and closer. Dressed in her astral dress, no she's not, she's in her school uniform, Kurumi calmly walked over to the cat doll and pet its head. Aw, even when it's giant, it's still a kitty cat. The cat doll really did quiet down. I see. Anyway, we already went with Y big, so we go with 7B. Why does Kurumi know so much about cats? Why does Kurumi know so much about cats? Oh. Here I was expecting a big secret. Nope, she just liked cats. She's a crazy cat lady. Although maybe just a crazy cat girl for now, but she'll grow up to become a crazy cat lady. I see. Oh, really? Oh, so that's why you came here, Kurumi? Oh, that. Kurumi suddenly pointed her gun at me. No, not me. It's the adopted little sister that does the spying. No, I wasn't. Wait, I was just about to explain when Kurumi pulled the trigger. An electric current ran through me, and I woke up on the couch. Ah! It was just a nightmare? Kurumi looked at me with concern. It's fine. Go and change, Kurumi. Kurumi shook her head. Go back and take some rest. Go back and take a nap, or go back and get some rest. I was indeed a little bit tired, especially after being shot, in air quotes. Okay, let's head back for now. The date may have come to an end, but at least I learned why Kurumi came here often. So Kurumi was coming here just to feed cats. True end. There is only one truth. Only one truth. Anyway, Okanita, hello. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have a new face here. Now, I'm a little sad. You're the only new follow I got today. I was at 47. I was hoping to hit 50 today. And that truth is meow. Yes, Senwise. Yes, it is. Now we move on to Katori. Let's go ahead and save Kurumi's date here. Yeah, I promised to whale $50 if I got 50 followers by today, but that's, it doesn't look like it's happening. Kotori school date. You know what? We've done a good chunk of those ones. Let's keep focusing on these ones. 5, 4, 5B4. Okay, we'll take this path. So yeah, Okanita, since you're new here, what I'm doing is I'm playing through the dates, and now mind you, I'm about 28 days behind, so a solid 4 weeks behind on putting this stuff on YouTube, because I've literally only got 2 days up. But what I'm doing is I'm cutting apart the daily dates, and I'm creating a choose-your-own-adventure style kind of thing. So, and of course, first episode is, of course, absolutely terrible quality. I didn't have my recording setup ready in the slightest. We want to go Toka Daily Doll Shop. Oh, whoops! I closed the stream in this window. Let me get right back in. And anyway, Okanita, that link I just posted, it's what I'm going to be trying to do, creating like a choose-your-own-adventure so you can replay the dates without having to spend date energy in the game. And just keep an archive for posterity, because sooner or later this game is going to be dead. And yeah. And anyway, you are right. She is crazy, but not a psychopath in the normal sense of the term. Anyway, Kotori, let's go to school at night. I'm on the date, fast forward. First two options are completely irrelevant because they all take us on the same path. D.E.D. dead. Okay. And Kotori, are you afraid to visit the library by herself? No, she's not. Blah, blah, blah. And we're going to... okay, yeah, that's where we went. 5B. Yeah, climbing in the window. We're on the library side of the options today. And we go into this section with the no entry sign. Ooh, scary. Kotori wobbled suddenly. She lost her footing, and it seemed like she was about to fall. Oh no! I must protect her without delay. Anyway, we've already gone down on 5A, protect Kotori while she falls, so we're going on 5B. Get down on the floor and serve as a cushion for her. Get down on the floor and serve as a cushion for her. She's in commander mode. She's not going to appreciate that. Seeing that Kotori was about to fall from the ladder, I quickly stretched out my arms and caught her in time. That's not what the option was. The option was to serve as a cushion with your body, not just to catch her. Can you be more careful? What if I didn't catch you? What if you hurt your head? What if you break your bones? What if... Forget it. Of course, you're my Imoto. Of course, that book isn't so important. You don't have to get it. Forget it. I'm glad you're okay. Huh? Okay. I guess I'll just have to put all my attention to my little sister. give all my attention to my little sister, I think.
お兄ちゃん
Time to get up. The floor is cold. So he caught her while lying down on the ground to serve as a cushion. Ugh. Horrible. Many books had fallen off the shelves after all the fuss. One book with exquisite packaging caught my attention. Is there anything special about it? Reading it wouldn't be too much trouble. For some reason, this book really caught my attention. I was lured to open and read it. This is the story of Cinderella?
どうして
Someone has written an interesting remark at the back. In the back.
何
Rats into grooms, pumpkin into carriage. Fine clothes and crystal shoes appear out of thin air, all thanks to fairy godmother's spells. Without such spells, the carriage would be a rotten pumpkin. How then does Cinderella have a chance to be with the prince? Childhood playmate is the spell between I and him. If the spell is broken, our intimate relationship will also end. It seems that this girl has a crush on a senpai. Katori chewed up the candy in her mouth, as if it had lost its taste. Why did she write it here, instead of confessing to him? I really don't understand.
ほんと子供なんだから
Wary, not wary. Katori seemed to have a lot on her mind.
悔しい
A girl's mind can be so complicated. Because of the thoughts of a stranger in an old book, we seem to have forgotten our original purpose there.
そうよ でも
Yes? Katori asked me a seemingly abrupt question. It's only abrupt because you're a doofus, MC-kun. Anyway, 6B. There is a spell. Anyway, anyways, good call. You said remember not to cis zone her, and if we had gone with option A, that's exactly what we would have done. And no, I have not explored all the paths on this bit yet. And yes, MC-kun is a doofus. I really don't understand, could be his motto. 6B, there is a spell. There is a spell. There is a spell. I thought carefully about Katori's words, and suddenly understood something. Took you long enough. Yes. Yes, if childhood playmate is a strong spell, adopted siblings is an even stronger one.
ダメよ
It's called brother and sister. Katori's acorn-like round eyes were beaming with light, then lost the sparkle.
だから
Katori, the thing on your mind is... Oh, come on! Does she need to spell it out?
お兄ちゃん
And dear adopted little sister, who really clearly wants to be in the harem, and is obviously the most understanding of all that there needs to be multiple girls in the harem, and served as a wingman or wingwoman multiple times to get the spirits. Of course she wants to be part of that. There was a rare, puzzled look on Katori's face. It's the frickin' Sleazestream. Go ahead and be a sleaze with your adopted little sister, MC-kun. You know what? I always go with the option A when given a choice, but option B seems like we might actually get a good ending there. Shoot, no, both of those are going to lead to the same bad ending. I'm convinced both of those are going to take us to the same cis zone ending, but 7B at least has a slightly better chance of giving us the last missing ending for this one. Things like spells are not important. Things like spells are not important. What's important is I'll always care for, protect, and love you. Make love all night. That kind of tends to go along. The more dense someone is, the more honest they are because they're too stupid to lie. Katori closed her eyes and smiled with satisfaction. And I've got the techno song Satisfaction playing in my mind, except I don't know how it goes, so it's incredibly annoying. Breaking the spell? Come on, her innuendos are so obvious! Katori held the fairy tale of Cinderella tightly and stared at me as if she was going to become Cinderella herself. You mean you don't want to be my sister anymore? In the training video game you played in episode 2 of the anime, the girl clearly says, I helped you to learn how to date the spirits, but in the end I fell in love with you. Could you not treat me like a sister anymore, but like a woman? And then MC-kun replies yes, and he gets the good ending. So apply it right here. You did the training. Do it. Like NY said, kiss the girl.
そうよ
Ooh, lovely. Very pretty. And the white ribbons. That's her polite form. Even when Cinderella had no carriage, fine clothes, or crystal shoes, the prince still searched all over the country just to marry her. So even childhood playmates can change the status and become lovers, as long as they love each other and confess the love. So do it.
お兄ちゃん
In fact, I like Katori very much. If there's a chance, I hope that we can not be brother and sister.
だから
Yes, but I'll always care for and protect you like a brother. Is that okay? Katori nodded vigorously. No, not someday. Today! Break the spell! Today! 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 Kotori smiled happily, as if she was the lucky Cinderella in the fairy tale. True End. Spell of Pumpkin Carriage. Let me check something. Yeah, that's the only true end we got. Daily. Oh, for some reason I thought we were done there, but yeah, that's the true end. That's the only true end. That's a new one. We've still got 2 more we need to do here. Anyway, quick side trek back to the home page, and I need to save Kotori and then save as. Actually, I don't even know what Miku's date is, so I can't save as yet. Order daily and complete a daily date. There we go. And there's our rewards. Thank God MC-kun finally pulled his head slightly out of his ass for that one. Yes, NYC, you are correct. But yeah, with some baby steps, he's a little better than he was before. Anyway, let's hop back over to the date screen now that we got everything done. Work. We claimed our job here, got 15. Good. Okay, and we'll ignore that for a second. We got Kotori. It is time for Miku. I wonder what the dates with the elbow are going to be like. Observe. Favorite date is available. Kotori is not being subtle. No, she's not. Not in the slightest. Okay, Kotori. It's Kotori, what am I saying? Miku. Brand new Miku. And this is actually a nice apartment. Very musical. Befitting an idol. Maybe she makes you dress up for your dates. Oh boy, we'd have to... Oh, look at her napping. That's so adorable. A chibi nap. Yeah, we'd have the return of Take Slashity. Let's go on to favorite dates. There we go. Reward, need to reach 100 favor to get the reward. And we're at 5. Lots of work to do there, but let's do the date. Date. Miku's mana was unstable after she was sealed, so Kotori asked me to accompany her. After each performance, I would wait for Miku at the theater exit, but today she came out with a sad expression. Yes! I told you guys, this is a good Christian anime, and we managed to give her heterosexual therapy, or sexual conversion therapy, that's the one. She's calling us darling. We turned her straight. Success! Mike Pence and his electroshock therapy would be proud of us. Miku, what happened? Stage planning? Isn't that the job of the organizer? So, you take this performance very seriously, Miku. Anyways, of course I'm a terrible person. I'm streaming this game. A good, decent person wouldn't. Haha, I see. Any idol would look forward to such a shining moment, right? Oh, look at the sunshine! But the answer won't suddenly appear if you just think about it. And she's calling us darling so many times, it's kind of strange. We haven't finished her story, we just unlocked her with crystals, so I'm confused why she's suddenly straight and attracted to MC-kun. Actually, I've seen the stage designs of some other girl groups before. Well, of course. One of them might also be a spirit just like you, and you know the rule, we gotta keep growing the harem. No, that was before I met Miku. Ah, smooth save there. I noticed that the stage designs that attract people's attention all have some deeper meaning. Such as fairy tales, they seem more inscrutable because they have connotations. Pat her on the head. Because you're just an idol and you can leave thinking, and idols have brains even mushier than Bring Stabbity's Kinako bread brain. MC-kun's idiocy brings all the girls to the yard for some reason. Yes, it does. However, those stories or inspirations all come from life. That's right, so you can't hurry it. Miku needs to relax now. Baby, just relax. Let's head home. We'll have a good time. Netflix and chill. Or on a date, that works. Huh? Stop making the L for loser sign with your fingers, and then I'll go on a date. No problem, but don't you need to rest, Miku? Huh? Miku approached me, grabbed my arm with an intoxicated expression. This is actually biography, this all happened, JD says. Anyways, next waifu. Oh, not bad. Actually, that's nice waifu, anyways. Thank you. I'm more of a fan of longer hair, but it's nice. I have no idea who that is that you linked me, anyways, no. Flowers? Of course, a girl wants flowers on a date. Why didn't I think of that? Every flower seems to have a special story. Admiral Akbar says it's a trap. No! You got me! Darn it! Having said that, we pushed open the door and entered the flower shop. Strange. Why would the shop owner be absent at a time like this? Miku and I strolled around the flower shop, but the owner didn't show up. There was a huge, beautiful princess made of flowers in the center of the flower shop. This must be the forest princess. Of course. No problem, I never thought Idol Miku would initiate a group photo. I nodded, took out my phone, and took a few pictures for Miku. We played around for a while, but the owner didn't show up. Huh? That's a good idea, and it would be perfect if we can discover the story of the Forest Princess. There's no other way. Let's go somewhere else and come back later. Miku and I wandered near the shop and hurried back when the day was getting darker. Unfortunately, by then the flower shop was closed. Just as disappointment was sinking in, Miku pointed through the glass door towards a sign in the flower shop. Ah, it looks like the story of the Flower Princess. I pulled out my phone in a hurry and took a picture of the sign with the zoom lens. After discovering the story, we continued the stage crew the next day. We contacted, yes, let's actually read that correctly. After discovering the story, we contacted the stage crew the next day and began to rehearse. Okay, let me find that photo. I pulled out the photo I took at the flower shop and read the story of the Flower Princess. Once upon a time, a beautiful princess lived in the forest. She was a child of the Tree of Life. Every spring when the flowers were in full bloom, the forest princess would wear a colored dress with flowers blooming on her body and birds singing on her shoulders. As I was reading, the ground suddenly shook, and the whole stage slowly rose. The audience who were watching the rehearsal also came together. Wow, what's going on? Now it's time for the Forest Princess to come on stage. Miku? Just then, Miku appeared in the Forest Princess costume, and the audience went wild. Please don't stop and continue reading. Okay. My eyes were attracted by Miku's dazzling outfit. It took me a lot of effort to focus on the story. One day, the Forest Princess was playing with the white foxes in the forest, when the prince of a neighboring country happened to pass by even. Miku performed correspondingly as I told the story. A few white foxes appeared and ran around Miku. The Forest Princess invited the prince to play in her forest hut and offered him a fragrant tea full of love. By love, do they mean her juices? At dusk, the prince reluctantly left, determined to ask his father, the king, for his blessing to marry the princess. The following winter, the prince came to the forest with a line of gifts 10 miles long to propose marriage. But the princess was nowhere to be seen. The prince searched in the black forest of fallen leaves and came to the princess's forest hut. The forest princess was wearing a dress of withered leaves and shaking in the corner of the hut. As I read this, Miku slowly fell to the ground, crying with her face covered. The princess cried and told the prince that she could maintain her beauty only in plant-flourishing seasons and would become hideous in autumn and winter. Distressed at what he heard, The prince embraced the princess tightly, saying he liked her kindness and innocence. Moved by the prince's words, the princess dried her tears and regained her vitality. Her dress began to blossom with flowers once again, and the birds returned as if it was spring. It turned out that as long as there was love, the princess's heart would forever be in spring. The audience watching the rehearsal applauded. Of course, I'd love to. Huh? Oh, thank you. Haha, okay, fine by me. If it can perfect Miku's performance. Ah, look at that. Lovely picture. And with NYS, I agree. That little bit of thigh gap there. Miku asked me about stage design. I took her to the flower shop to find inspiration. There we go. Now let's turn off night mode. Turn off for now. Good. Oh, origami. Let's feed you. Oh, let's give you some strawberry mochi. There we go. Good. Anyway, let's go observe Miku once more. Then cheer for me. Okay, more reading ahead of us. Let me just mute the mic for a second. Yep, absolute territory. I totally forgot that that was a name for the gap between stockings and. No, Okanita, don't spoil me. Now I need to forget that. I'm coming into this blind. Speaking of absolute territory, reminds me there's a song I should link you on the topic by a songwriter who embraces the sleaze. Anyways, can you repost that link in Discord? I'll take a look at it later. I'm not going to do it right now. Okay. Date number 3, Miku. At the clothing store. What's wrong, Miku? Gentlemen, the answer to that question is always no. Not at all. Miku seemed vigorous. Her skin was tender and flawless. Maybe you've just been under too much pressure lately. I see. Then Miku should take a good rest. And we all know what the best way to go to sleep is. Shopping. Aren't you going to rest, Miku? Not cute at all. Not cute at all. Hey, slow down. I feel that everyone around us is staring at us because you're dating an idol. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Miku. You know how to build a man's self-confidence there. I think everyone's looking at Miku. If Miku is recognized, it might cause a commotion. She is an idol after all.
大丈夫ですよ。
I was still hesitant when I saw a familiar figure in the distance. Was that Toka? And those familiar figures along the street. They looked like students from all-girls private school. If we were caught like this... Yes, this is a complete shift of her personality, and we didn't finish the plot. Last time, really, we did anything with the plot. She brainwashed almost all of our girls to turn against us. And where we are in the plot right now, about half of them are still brainwashed. Ironically, it's my main team that's brainwashed. It was Yoshino, Yuzuru, and Kaguya that showed up in a chapter brainwashed. Wow, so I can guarantee you all three options here are going to give us the exact same result. But anyway, this is Miku date, and since she only has one option, it's the only option. So as always, we go 1A, Toka's right ahead. There might be trouble if she sees us like this. Toka is right ahead. There might be trouble if she sees us like this.
ダーリン
Well, they don't seem to have your radically changed personality and seem to be completely okay with being shared, so, or with sharing me rather, so yes, kind of. I seem to have said something improper. Will Miku be angry? I mean, it's bad publicity if people see Miku grabbing the arm of a boy. Come on, MC-kun, have some respect. You're a man. I mean, sure, you may be 16, but you're a young man. Don't go around calling yourself a boy.
いいですよ。
She has broad horizons then. A very open mind. Open to experimentation. Come along?
そうですよ。
Together. That's impossible. Miku grabbed me even tighter. Let's go this way. Seeing that we were about to be discovered, I panicked and pushed Miku into the nearest store. Is it going to be the doll shop? No, it's the dress shop. Huh, that was close. We almost got caught. Welcome!
あれ
Seems to be a new store. There were rows of skirts and accessories, a splendid sight of various styles of dresses. Since we're in here, let's take a look.
あれはい。
One of each style. Huh? One of each style? Miku pulled out a card. Her tone suggested it was but a walk in the park. Miku, let's spend some time deciding. You don't need to buy so many at once. That's excessive.
いいですよ。
Yes, and we can spend some time changing into them, seeing which one fits you the best. I think Miku likes the idea of a threesome. Anyways, she's the girl that created an entire lesbian harem using mind control. She turned her entire all-girls private school into her own harem. And worst of all, she stole a bunch of our girls. So yes, I think she's quite okay with the threesome. Okay, we go 2A. Let me help you choose. That's... Okay, let me help you choose. Gotta be correct here. I suspect she might also be interested in the other girl. Yes, yes she is. I mean, unless something in the plot happened that my joking about Mike Pence using electroshock therapy to turn her straight. Maybe we did something similar. Maybe when MC-kun kissed her, it turned her straight somehow. Okay, let me help you choose. Not bad. Also good. I feel that Miku is fit to wear any outfit. Of course not. It's a heartfelt compliment. No, it's my pleasure to go shopping with Miku. Kill me now. Kill me now. Kill me now. Well, they all seem pretty good. Miku, you've already tried dozens of garments. But you just said the last one was good. After a serious screening, Miku filtered out 2 garments. A gorgeous skirt and a lovely uniform. No, Enweiss, that would not work. Yes, Origami is a perv. Yes, she's very kinky, but she is extremely possessive and extremely racist against spirits. So, that would be a hard no with her and her having a threesome with Miku and MC-kun. Yep, we have to pretend that she's changing, because drawing a few more dresses is too much work for them. Yeah, you're allowed to call yourself a man or a loaf. Why are we allowed to call ourselves a loaf? Because we've got the brain of a kinako bread? And of course we're going to choose the small skirt. With nothing else, of course. 3A. Choose the small skirt. Choose the small skirt. This small skirt seems pretty. And of course I think it'd be even prettier if that's the only thing you wore. Do you like this skirt too, Miku? Yes, she brought it to you as the top 2 options. Of course she likes it. It really suits Miku. It's a great costume for performance. Shows off her figure. That's the one that I do, but I'm being organized about this. If I started off organized, I can get further into the list without Yes, that is the sleazy option, I know, Enweiss, but you'll just have to come back in a few more days when we get around to that option. But don't worry, I'll make up the sleaze for you. It's a great costume for performance. Well, maybe not a public performance, but For a private performance? Ooh la la, that would be wonderful. And you know exactly what I mean when I say private performance. The outfit will be that skirt, nothing else. The dancing will be very close, personal. And then afterwards we'll have a lot of more fun without the skirt. It's a gorgeous skirt. The stage effect would be great.
私
Ah, yes. Miku was prejudiced against boys back then. But Mike Pence's electroshock therapy took care of that. Recalling Miku's aggressive expression, I couldn't help but give a bitter smile.
でも
Miku stroked her hair helplessly and looked at me with innocence. Why? It's lagging like crazy. Okay, there we go. Looks live. And we got 50% dropped frames right as we go. Oh, come on. Okay, that's just the initial frames that were lagging. Yep, there we go. Thanks, Enwise. Glad you can see me back. Refresh if, not IOF, if you don't see me. 372. Okay, and then there was a second lag spike just a moment ago. Okay, stable once more. Stable once more. Right, and Miku had opened up to me now. Speaking of which, Miku must have lots of costumes, right?
そうです
L as in the Roman numeral for 50, or 2? Miku held out 3 fingers. Come on! Come on, game people, look at that, she's holding 2! Or if you don't think a thumb is a finger, then she's holding 1. Or it's the Roman numeral for 50. Miku held out 3 fingers. 30? 300? 3 whole rooms! Three rooms?
でも
I hadn't quite recovered from the shock yet.
どうしたんですか
Miku is very beautiful. A singer. Even I became involuntarily infatuated. I think like better isn't very accurate. She is an idol and looks like successful enough to be loaded. Yes. And now, of course, the question that nobody ever asks of idols is, how many people did she have to sleep with to get where she is? Today's login bonus are dual cards, finally. Hooray! I won't be taking them this stream, because I'm technically counting this as part of yesterday's stream, so don't want to grab things like that from tomorrow, even though tomorrow's already today. But anyway, normal kid, nice to have you. The stream I was in had problems about a person saying his teacher touched his blank and then went to a chat about the hub. Okay. Yeah, L is for lazy. Okay, explain to me, how does this remind you of 1984 NYs? I'm confused. Miku is very attractive on stage. Not Molu, Miku. Is very attractive on stage. Am I good? Normal kid? I think I'm good. I'm not dropping frames, if that's what you mean. Miku is very attractive on stage. It's like a spell. Attracting me involuntarily. Miku is born to stand on stage. So, when I see pretty clothes, I can't help but think, what it would be like if Miku wore it on stage? Ah, I'll be there to cheer for Miku. Huh? If you say that, it will cause a sensation. Well, I'm just afraid that it will affect Miku's popularity. Fans are very passionate about such things. Huh? Cabe, what was your reaction to my last message before the stream went out? About the previous stream you were in, that it disconnected right after the teacher touched his blank and it went to a chat about the hub. Yeah, I got no reaction there for you, normal kid. That's bad. Teachers shouldn't do that. That's all I got for you. I'm not positive what hub you're talking about. Miku on the stage belongs to everyone. That's the absolute worst thing you could have said. Yeah, XD laughing, yes. Miku on the stage belongs to everyone. Listen, MC-kun. P-hub? Okay, I figured that was the hub you meant. Yeah? I guess that happens. Miku on the stage belongs to everyone. As an idol singer, Miku Izayoi belongs to the stage. Won't it be a pity if you just sang for me? Miku's talent should blossom on the stage. Of course. Miku's singing is so great. It should be heard by everyone. There appeared to be tears in Miku's eyes. I'll also support Miku in the auditorium.
はい。
Miku walked out the changing room with a confident smile. Oh! For an instant, Miku seemed to be standing on the sparkling stage. Good. No, better than good. It's perfect for Miku. As a singer, Miku was indeed the queen of the stage. CG unlocked. Happy end. Diva Miku. Yeah, normal kid, go ahead and post it. If it gets caught by the filter, I'll just let it go through. Okay, that was Miku taken care of. Let's go to work. Actually, can I handcraft something? That's probably more important right now. No. 10, that's too much. Okay, I'll just do that off camera. Yeah, that didn't even need to, that didn't even need to go through the filter. It went right through. It's me approximating an innocent for a moment. That's one way of putting it, anyways. Okay, let's just start wrapping things up. Got a little energy. Let's go burn that energy. Story. Hard mode on Miku. Now we can get just one. But that's alright, one is good enough. Get hit less than 15 times, 2 awakenings, and a 100-hit combo. Yeah, it's always silly when you got a guy that's normally pervy, and then just randomly, bloop, all the perviness disappeared for a moment. You feel hilarious? Come on, die already. Took you long enough. Alright. Get hit less than 15 times. Use 2 awakenings. No more spin to win? Nope. I've switched to skill 2. And it is fun. It is the defense debuff. And I'm going to keep stacking defense debuffs. It's going to be amazing what she can do. Alright, that's one of 2 awakenings. Second Awakening.
援護
Taken care of, there we go. Yeah, anyways, me too. Romantic ideals are pretty straight-laced. Yeah, perviness is fun to joke around about, but actually it's less interesting than just a good old-fashioned style romance. Okay, 3 more. Just next level and we'll get that going. Good. Okay. Collect you. That's done. I'll spend the rest of that energy offline. Events, we hit everything. Evil triumphs good. Endless corridor. Online battle. Spirit trial. Oh, let's step into Kabbalah. We're already late, so we may as well get a little more in. And besides, it's only 88. Let's go. Oh. Where does this teleporter lead? Back to 1? Oh, space up 2. Interesting. Okay, another one of these. I think normal kid is too young to appreciate how nice straight-laced romance can be. That's alright, you're on here with a bunch of old farts. We'll educate you real good.
支援陣形に気をつけてください。標的を発見しました。上昇前回とは違う手のですね。ラファエル
Are you familiar with the Four Fingers scene from 1984? I believe it's just how many fingers am I holding up? Okay, now I get it. How many fingers am I holding up? And he says 4, wrong. 4, wrong. Wrong. Okay, 5. No, still wrong. I don't know. Yes, that's correct. You don't know. I appreciate, but just bored. So yeah, that's, I believe, that's right, Enwise. Or, let me get my emphasis there. That is correct, right, Enwise? There. Anyway, let's keep exploring. Yep. However many you say there are, the truth is what you say. However many you say there are, the truth is what you say. There we go, yes. That is true totalitarianism there. Oh gods, this bullshit. Yes, don't worry, I've got 43 energy. This'll be over real quick. This sub-game sucks. Yes, it does. Although I'm pretty close to beating it, so... Ooh. Oh, why not? Let's get some free divination. There we go, got a little boost. Can't go to that location. Okay. And there we go, perfect. We'll wrap us off. That's one of the hard ones there. And one more battle and we're done for the night. A little longer than normal, 12:37, but, well, that sometimes happens. you up. There we go. And on to the final wave. Dude, it's 3 a.m. for you, remember. Yeah, why are you up so late? I mean, I appreciate you being here, but why are you up so late? Don't you have, like, school or something in the morning? There we go. That's there. Also, it's more like 3:40 for you, normal kid. There we are. Okay, that gives me a 16-hour buffer. No need to worry about that anymore. Energy, I'll wrap that up off camera. I'll go grab a job off camera as well to do overnight. And that's that. End of the stream here, guys. Let's wrap things up. I'm kind of sad. I wish we had hit 50 followers today. Would have been nice. Could have gotten the... could have dumped some money into here. I've been having trouble sleeping after my surgery and school starts in September. Okay, cool. Yeah, that because some places school's already started. I know in California they've already started, so there is that. The stream is exhausted. Yes, the stream is exhausted just like Xeon is. Quick, someone make an account. Sure thing, JD. Alright, let's because I promised that if I get to 50 subscribers, or 50 followers by this stream, I will whale and dump 50 bucks into the game. And I called it the 50 follower fiesta. And today's the last day to get enough tokens to get enough for Kurumi's outfit. Let me show you off. To go. Close summon view. Basically, I need to put some money into this if I want to get this costume, and it ends... Okay, hold up. Normal kid is trying to get some, is gonna make some alts. Don't do that. Yes, meow meow. Anyway, that is it for the stream today. We, 8 hours and 19 minutes left. Stream for another hour? No, guys, I got work in the morning. So yeah, thank you very much. Drop a follow if you've got any friends you think might be interested, or just some community that's into Data Live. Go ahead, share the stream. The more the merrier. You can give me a shout in the Discord server? Okay, if you say so, normal kid. Go for it. And they have Twitch. Sure. Go for it, normal kid. If they do it, I've got a little energy to burn. I'll burn that energy. If you pull through, we'll do it. If not, then no. Okay, let's see. What do we do here? So, I guess let's just do a little bit of grinding. Yeah. Yuzuru, we're still 40 essences away from double S rank. Something to worry about later. Yoshino's very close to double S. Kaguya, not focusing on you. Origami, not focusing on you. Toka, that just kind of showed up naturally. Same thing there, same thing there. Oh, there's a fun meme on Reddit. You were expecting inverse Toka, but it was me, Mana des. I'm sure you're all familiar with the, but it was me, Dio meme. And don't care about Miku, Venarga and Mana. Oh, just 5 more and we'll get to bump her up to S. S Toka is Toka, of course. But yeah, Anyway, we were at regular Toka. Let's hop over to her crystal and see what she needs next. A super chip. Okay, let's grab her a super chip. It's fine, Mana's just trying to raise more mages. Well, I mean, the easiest way to do it is the natural process. Takes 9 months, though. Getting consent, hold on, go for it. Yeah, not in any rush. Let's keep going. Just a little material grinding. One is kind of bad, normal attack, and I will read your comment as soon as I finish the stage, and I can focus. Mana is kind of bad. Normal attack-focused character in a game where skill damage is king. Yeah, I can see that. I haven't been playing her much at all. There we are. Consent is great. Just 2. 2 more and we hit 50. Oh yeah, JD answered him. Lana's kind of bad. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, we got our material. Let's get some attacks. And more attack. And block rate. AA mana is actually required for guilds later on, apparently. Okay, interesting. Now, let's go grab some super chips. Acquire. I don't think I have enough for 2, do I? Nope. Just the 1. So we won't be able to wrap this up, but that's alright. Hopefully we'll get the item, and we'll have it set, and we'll be able to keep working on the crystal tomorrow. As in, to do the quests, you need to use them and Ellen. Oh, interesting. I guess if I really wanted to, I could get the Chinese version of the game and see how that works, but I'm honestly not interested. And let's blast them here. Keep going, keep blasting, just a little grinding, and we can wrap up. There we are. 41. And we didn't get the chip, so that didn't help. I'm not interested, and I don't want to Google Translate all that shit. I only hear things from those that have played it. Fair enough. That makes sense, JD. I agree with not wanting to Google Translate. With Japanese, I can at least read hiragana, katakana, and I can pick out a few kanji, so I can guess a few meanings. But with Chinese, I got nothing. All right, let's go out on a limb and hope that that we can be a little luckier on the story stage than on the hard stage. Uh-oh. Looks like Normal Kid is pulling through. Code Expert, hello, thank you for the follow. You are about to turn this... You turned this into the 49 follower. Wait a second, JD. JD, have you not been following? Okay, you guys got me. You wanted to be 50. Okay, congratulations. You are subscriber number 50. There, I was thinking you'd already followed. Oh yeah, here we go. This is the stage I was actually talking about earlier. So, yeah, Enwise. Here's Kaguya. Still brainwashed, foolish humans, you've earned the wrath of Big Sister. And Yoshino. And Yuzuru, which is my team. You were kind of following manually. Hey, I'll... I mean, I do start these things consistently, so, it's not like back when I was streaming DD that I would just kind of get on whenever I could. I've been doing everything I could to be very, professional, start at the same time. I was hoping that I'd do it, more like 9 PM or maybe even 8:30, but things just work out that 9:30 is the perfect time for me to start streaming, so I've been doing that. Yep, 50 followers. Right at the last minute. This is... You just stuck the Date Alive category. Let's... Yeah. Okay. Let's... I promised to wail, so let's wail. Tokens. 3,300 tokens for 50 bucks. Here we go. I promised a 50 follower fiesta. And that's what it is. Goodbye, money. There you go. 50 bucks plus tax, sadly. On the Amex. Bye. Guess what I'm not doing on stream? Goodbye, money. Hello, cat. Yes, let me hide this screen for a moment. Okay, there we go. Let's not have my mic get lost as soon as I switch to this. Now, shoot, where is that credit card? Here it is. Yep, that's the one. Nothing on stream. Nothing on stream. Good. There we are. Nope. Are you now blowing plumes of spray into the air and humming elaborate songs? Enwise, I am always humming elaborate songs. JD, I was gonna snipe 50 either way. That's why I was kind of annoyed it got stuck at 49. I think you mean it got stuck at 48. Yep. Okay, thank you. Now I am $50 poorer? Am I $50 happier? Probably not. And that is true, $50 is not whale territory. We have our good friend and whale-sama, Koku-sama in the stream sometimes. He's spent something like $2,000 already on this, so I'm a small fry. It's dolphin tier. Yeah. Anyway, let's go to benefits. Yeah, I've spent a total of $81.94 plus tax on this, so that might not even be dolphin tier. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, let's get some Essence Choice gift boxes. Yes, more of those. I appreciate more of those. Diamonds are always nice. 3-star Transcend. Claim reward. Total top up at 75. 3-star material. Open and get Spirit 3-star Crystal Transcend material times 10. And 1,000 diamonds. Claim reward. Lovely rewards. Top up, nothing to do here. Month card, already got the month card. Token, already got the tokens. You should also have some iToka top-up rewards. Yes, I should. That gives you every 3-star crystal mat times 10. Ooh, that is nice. Anyway, let's go to Toka top-up. We got 2 more. Okay. Even more essence choices. I'm gonna be able to get Yuzuru up to 4 stars pretty soon. Proof of Oath, very nice. More Proof of Oath, more of these. I'm getting close. Okay, that's that. Timed battle, log in. Nope, that's for tomorrow to collect. Congratulations. The translation remains quality. Yes, it does. Okay, so, Neko event. Let's get some summons. Go. I've got 5 badges. Let's acquire. In the supply station. Hot. So yeah, I will need a... I've got 5, right? Yes. So I'll buy a 5. Oh, can't use a coupon for this pack. Yes. Code Expert 121. Alright, good night. Thank you for the follow. Have a great night and hope to see you around. There we go, that's 5. Let's go spend it. Times 10 summon. How far are we in? Oops, that's not the one I wanted. 50 times. Times 10 summon. Confirm. I'm exhausted, been up all night. See you around. Bring Stabby for sure. Wonderful. See you around, and if you do want to share this, I'd appreciate it. Nothing interesting. Ooh. Okay, that's actually a decent one. Just some random items. Nothing too special. It only tells you in the rewards. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. But that's alright. Either way, we jump back to the rewards. We claim our 1 here. Another 1 here. Oh, cumulative consume 600 tokens. There we go. Keep the red boxes for Sephirah startup. Okay, we summoned 20 times. Let's go get some more. Acquire at the supply station. can't use universal mats for that. Okay, keep the red boxes for Sephirah Startup. I see, okay. Star Up. Man, I've been staring at the screen for too long. I read Star Up as Startup. Neko badges. We have 3. So, we'll get a... you know what? I'll just buy a 10 right now. Claim rewards, more diamonds, more versus tickets. And let's go summon in the pool. For crystal ups, don't use red boxes. Got it. I will avoid doing that. No, not proof of oath. Close summon, yes. Times 10. Confirm. Wish me some more luck, guys. We need all the luck we can get. Mars. Ooh. That's already good. 5 fate badges. Some mysteries. I'd take that as win. Astral Dress Fragment. Own 20. An expert in fish. His name is Cod Expert, not Coat Expert. An expert in fish, I see. That is correct. Yeah, badges. This is a very good one. Yeah, 0.03%. Let's grab some more rewards. Summon 25 times. What is this? Open and get a Spirit Angel Essence of random type and quality. Okay, cool. Some more Neko badges. Own 5 now. I keep stream open for 5 to 10 while I get ready and see you at me. More lag spikes? Damn it! It's looking good on my end, so maybe that was just on yours. Or maybe it hasn't reached me yet. It's perfect, to be honest. 30th day event of spending. Yes, yes it is. Anyway, let's actually need to do this one by one, because it's annoying if I do no. Okay, looks like the stream's back. Okay, and with back, let's keep... That's because I haven't pressed anything yet. So So I stopped this just in time. I hit times 10 summon. Not a times 10, just a times 1. And then I saw the disconnect and I didn't hit long press to inject energy. That's Gabura, actually. Okay. Okanita, you know your essences? Or your, not essences, but your Kabbalah? Let's keep summoning quickly while the stream is good. That's Venus. Ooh, another astral dress fragment. Times 1 summon. Still buffering for you? Shoot. Refresh. That's all I can say. That's Saturn. Ah, just energy. Stamina. Yeah. JD can refresh, and let's keep summoning. Sun. 4-star choice chest. Okay. One more. Alright, COD. Good night. See you later. And more costume costume fragments this time. Good, halfway to a costume. Okay, and we go back, claim the reward. Something fishy about that guy. And Weiss, you're killing me with the puns. I'll get 3 plus 1. Okay, so I'll have 4. So I want to get 11, actually. Yes. Want to have 11, so acquire 9. And supply station. Quick meth. You know me, I'm rated an expert punter. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay, easiest way to get 9. 5. Yeah. 5. Confirm. Eight. 9. 10. 11. There we go. And we're down to 1412. Ugh. Gonna need to make more money. Dude, delay caught up. Okay, you can see now, JD? Awesome. We're doing a times 10 pull. My delay, it's not your stream. Okay. Okay, costume fragments. We're over halfway to a costume now. Astral dress, 40. Okay. Nothing else there. Let's do that times 1 summon. Costume tickets are nice. Yep. You're on mobile. Okay. Transcend supply box. Anyway, back here, 40 gives us 3. 45 gives us another one. Almost 50, yep, we're at 46, and we got 4 of them. Oh shoot, I could have spent fate badges. Actually, I will spend fate badges. The most value in the pulls... Actually, 1k gems, even 5 badges only cost... Most value in the pulls, actually, 1k gems, and even 5 badges only cost 900. Whoops. Okay, I guess I'm pulling on inverse toke on accident. And just got gold. And darn it, now I'm at an ugly number. I've got 51. Ooh, that makes me so mad. Okay, Neko badge. Let's just spend our last 4 and get our kitty. Ooh. Special item that modifies affixes of Sephirah at random. Used to modify red affix stats. Interesting, interesting. Imagine getting her at 49. Ooh, that would suck. Stamina. Get to 69. No thank you. One more? Let's actually just let it run out. We'll hold the summon and go all the way. Yeah, super modify, kinda nice. I agree, Okanita. 10 super chips. Last one. Moon again. There it is. Be your kitty. No, change the 51 to 60. Oh, the 51 to 69. Okay. Is it the one? It is. There it goes. Summon 50 times and you will 100% get advanced costume. Be your kitty. Anoise flops on the keyboard. Okay, let's claim this reward. Welcome to the Cat Club. Yes, actually, speaking of Cat Club, Origami, you were here for today, but now it is time for Kurumi. Did it crash? Oh, we got a date. Yeah, good thing my spidey senses kicked in. I got 2% battery. There we go. Let's get some power. Huh, Kurumi, do you mean... Since Valentine's Day. Something's not adding up here. She's happy now. Huh? I'm so glad you said that, Kurumi. Repay what? You don't have to. Listen, Valentine's Day is February 14th. Steak and a Blowjob Day is March 14th. To be honest, I'm glad to hear that. I had never dreamed that I could have such an intimate date with you. You always seem so unpredictable.
あらあら
Huh?
そういうことでしたのね
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Frank? I do not want you to turn into Frank. I know a few Franks. They are not attractive if psychotic girls. With a thing for cats. As I was pondering the implication of the word, Kurumi wore her hair up with her fingers in a provocative pose. Does Frank have another meaning? Could it be? As we're the only two in the apartment of spirits, Kurumi slowly leaned over me.
ですけれど
Too uncomfortable to wear? I swallowed hard, and then I saw Kurumi's lips less than 5 centimeters away from me, and her eyes sparkling with unusual tenderness.
少し
Kurumi suddenly got up and left. At that moment, I was feeling a bit lost, but more hopeful. After a brief wait, Kurumi talks in a flirtatious tone in her bedroom. Come in? Aren't you coming out? Can we all just come and be done?
ダメですわ
What is it that needs us to go into the bedroom? You know. Though I was confused, my curiosity drove me to open the door.
よろしいんですの
Kurumi? Kurumi was dressed in the light pink, see-through nightgown, with a lovely gold bell on her chest, and cat ear hairpins tucked into her silky black hair. She looked mysterious and lovable. Aw, a meow on the bed. Yes.
あらあら
As Yoshinan would say, like a lucky lech.
そういうことでしたら
For what?
一緒ですわ
What? You mean sleeping?
ですから
But
にゃーにゃ
I felt a moment of black suddenly. Then Kurumi brought me down like a cat.
ー本当ですのよ
I couldn't take my eyes off Kurumi's curvy figure under her pajamas. But as she gently stroked my hair, a sense of sleepiness came over me. Maybe Kurumi is right. I really need a good rest. I hope this is not a dream. Lovely. Well, he successfully slept with Kurumi. Literally slept. Yeah, same thing with Origami, actually, and Weiss. On one of the dates, we literally sleep with her. Literally sleep. No, nothing figurative.
猫はお好きですかしらにゃーにゃ
Yes.
ーそういえば動物は本能で相手の気持ちを察知することができるそうですわあなたは私の気持ちがわかりまして
Okay. Whatever. Let's get going here. How many fate badges can we spend? We can spend all of them if we want. How many do I own? 68. 2, 4, 6, 7. I have 7, which would get me to 75. This is true. They scammed us of the see-through. They described it as see-through, but it wasn't. Actually, do I want to spend any fate tokens? It's basically just giving me a discount. What are my options, in fact? Toka. Yeah, not particularly. There's no guarantees, so not worth it. Heat Summon. Forecast. Ellen. Okay. Until 8/28. 47 times guarantees a 5-star set Sephirah. Okay. I think I'm not gonna get any more, yeah, I'm not gonna spend any of the, save for the Demon King set. Yeah, definitely gonna save. So let's just do the times 10 summon here. It's perfect for Yuzuru. Okay, cool. Oh, 2-star grew, another 2-star. Okay. It's in 2 heat summon rotations. You can see it in the forecast. Oh, you can? Heat summon, Sephirah forecast. Oh, yes. Oh, you can see forward. I didn't know you could see forward. I thought you could only look at the next one. Yeah, we need the Demon King set. You can farm it, though it takes ages. Yeah. But I got Neko Kurumi. To be honest, Beelzebub is not good. Yeah, but Rofocal is going to be perfect. You need 5 rotations to get it. Yeah, and I'm gonna need a 6th one to get Satan, because I didn't kill Satan last time. We just kept going and going. You were on there with me, JD, but we could not do it. Wouldn't Beelzebub be not good by definition? I mean, it's an entire demon set. It's Satan, Beelzebub, and Rofocal. And they're all bad, but Rofocal gives a boost to defense down. Have you seen Helltaker? I have not seen Helltaker. Okay. Guys, it is 1:21 a.m. I got work in the morning. I do not want to be dead tired, so I'm going to be calling it a night. Thank you, everybody. Little puzzle game about collecting a harem of sharply dressed demon girls. Demon girls don't interest me, so I will pass. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Once again, well, that was the 50-follower fiesta. We'll have the after party tomorrow to celebrate with all the people that that were just chilling and didn't see the grand finale. If you can, help save my wallet. There's a link to installing the Brave browser in the description. I would greatly appreciate that, and that's good for anyone in the world. Download it, install it, use it for 30 days, and I get anywhere between $1 and $7.50 for that, and it's great. And if you happen to be in the US and over 18, I've got a bunch of amazing credit card and bank account referral options. So if you would do that, I'm like with other things, I'm promising to push that money into funding the Sleazestream. So please go for that. Anyway, thank you very much. I'm assuming everyone that's on the stream is following. If you are catching the replay on YouTube whenever I get my ass into gear to actually get this posted, give me a like and a subscribe. And on that note, I am gonna go pass out. Thank you very much, everyone. Good night.